What are you doing?
I'm going to light a cigarette.
Put that match down.
The match? Why?
Put it down, I tell you.
No, I lit it.
Put it out.
So, you can feel fear. You're afraid of the flame.
Stand back. Don't come near me.
I found your weakness now. You fear flame. Fire! Now we shall see who is the stronger.
Don't come near me.
These curtains. I put a match to them and they go up in flames. Ha! See the fire? You cannot escape through the window now. And the door is locked. I have you trapped. Do you hear? Trapped!
You cannot destroy me.
Then why are you afraid? Why?
Let me out of here.
No. See? I light this newspaper, and now I have a torch, a weapon against you who have so much power but fear the flame.
Don't touch those sheets!
You somewhere in this room, you whom I cannot see, you who attack men in their sleep and command them to do your horrible bidding. You are the living spirit of evil. You seek to have men destroy each other so that you can inhabit the earth.
Let me out of here! Let me out!
Out? How many men in centuries gone by must have pleaded for mercy from you? Do you think I will show you the slightest mercy now? The long journey from Brazil, where you first found me, will end in this very room. You, who would destroy and replace man, shall be destroyed here. Holding a blazing piece of newspaper before me, I back out the door and lock it. The room is already in flames. I put my ear to the door and hear him call.
Let me out! Let me out!
Yes, she was trapped, but I must take no chances. Quickly, I find some old clothes, soak them in kerosene, drop them in front of the door to my room, and put a match to them. I rush to my wife's room. Her door is locked. Helen! Helen, open the door.
What do you want, Martin?
Open the door. The house is on fire.
Martin!
Hurry, will you? The house is filling with smoke. The flames are spreading rapidly. At last, we're in the garden. It's safe there, and Helen and I stop to rest.
Martin.
Yes, Helen?
Are the servants out?
Yes, they're on the other side of the house. They're all safe.
Where did the fire start?
In my room.
Martin, did you...
Yes. I had to, Helen.
Had to?
Yes, she was in there. The invisible being. The Horla.
Martin. Oh, Martin.
Helen, try to understand. Helen, come back here. Helen! She vanishes into the darkness. Whipped by the winds, the flames dance madly about the house. By this time, it is a blazing furnace with tongues of fire. Red, yellow, orange, blue. Flames leaping high into the air, lighting a dark night like a huge, magnificent torch. Already parts of the roof begin to crumble in between the walls. A fountain of flames roars towards the sky. Suddenly the whole structure begins to topple, and in a moment it comes crashing to the ground. The flames soar upward, leaping toward the sky and light up the whole countryside. It's a funeral pyre, a monstrous, magnificent funeral pyre, and in it, she who hated and feared the flame is burning. She, my prisoner, the invisible being, the Horla. Who is it? Who's there?
Open the door, Martin. It's Helen.
Helen? Helen, I knew you'd come.
Martin, why didn't you get in touch with me sooner?
I was afraid to. The police are searching for me. Helen, you don't know what I've been through. Hiding in alleyways, chased like a mad dog. Finally, I took a chance and registered in this hotel. I don't think they recognize me.
Martin?
Yes?
I want you to give yourself up.
Give myself up?
That's the only way you can be helped.
But you saw the papers, Helen. You know what will happen to me if I surrender to them.
It's not as bad as you seem to think. You'll receive medical attention.
Medical attention? Then you believe them. You think I'm insane, don't you? Don't you?
Martin, I love you. Believe me, I wouldn't ask you to give yourself up if I didn't think it best for you.
I see.
Won't you come with me, Martin?
Insane. Yes, there was a time when I thought I was insane, Helen, but now I'm certain I'm not. It's a week, a full 7 days since our house burned down, and I haven't felt the Horla near me once. I tell you, she was real, Helen. This invisible being was as real as you or I.
Perhaps, but if that's the case, then you have nothing to fear. The doctors will examine you and find you normal. Don't you see, Martin? You have everything to gain by surrendering.
Perhaps you're right. What difference does it make? The only thing that really matters is that the Horla is dead.
Helen?
Helen?
Yes, Martin?
Do you feel...
What is it, Martin?
Helen, I'll do as you ask. I'll give myself up. Will you go down to the lobby and wait for me? I'll only be a moment.
All right, Martin.
Is it you?
Yes.
Then you're not dead.
No.
It was all in vain.
All in vain. You cannot destroy me. Why do you hesitate? Why don't you go down and join her and give yourself up?
That's what you want me to do, isn't it?
That's the only thing you can do.
No, it isn't. There is one other alternative. I made up my mind about what I'd do if you lived through that fire.
You are going to destroy yourself?
Yes. I will not be what you are trying to make me become. I will not be your slave. I'd rather die.
Martin, there's something I forgot to... Martin, put that gun away.
Don't try to stop me.
Martin! Martin.
Helen.
That's exactly what I wanted you to do.
The Horla.
My, what a note to end on for such a fine musician. But at least he's at rest. That's the whole key to this thing, you see. Don't you think so, Mary?
Indeed I do, Mr. Raymond.
Do you think our listeners are ready for the test I promised them, Mary?
I'm sure they are, Mr. Raymond. After all, it's really quite easy. Here's the first question. What beverage saves you time? The second question, what refreshment restores your energy? And here's the final question, what drink saves you money? The answer to all three is brisk Lipton's tea. See, I told you this was easy. And it is easy to think of Lipton when you need a pick-me-up at meals or during the day. And in the large economy size available at your grocer, Lipton's actually saves you money. Brisk Lipton's tea. Be sure to pick some up tomorrow.
Thank you, Mary. I hope tonight's contrapuntal exercise in horror didn't leave you feeling flat. Look sharp there, because that's just a minor problem. We'll have a major new tale of terror for you again after this intermission, when Lipton's tea brings you another mystery. Pleasant dreams.
This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.